Hey everyone, Erik here. Today's a special day. It's a leap year, so happy leap day, everybody. But it is also this guy's birthday. So today we're unboxing the McFarlane Toys Wave 1 Superman figure. So, at Toy Fair, which you'll hear about more on Monday's episode, that's this coming Monday, so for those of you listening to this in the future, that's March 2nd, 2020. We'll be recapping all the things we saw at the McFarlane booth. But in the meantime, let's crack open Superman here and see what he's all about. So very exciting that McFarlane has the DC Multiverse line now. Of course, a little bit different than the previous Mattel DC Universe figures. They're in that typical 7-inch McFarlane scale. So I picked up on Superman here. I'm anxiously waiting for them to release the Arkham, the Arkham Asylum Batman and the Joker. Actually, real quick, before we fully take him out here, it's just a quick look at the box. So I'm sure you've seen this on the shelves already, but the back has a nice comic feature of Supes, along with collectible cards at the bottom. You can see the ones that are out there. The front, nice big window box. It's a good looking box for those that are going to leave him mint on card, but we of course are not. All right, so inside, Superman is in a nice blister there, and then what's really cool is he comes with a flight stand along with that collectible card I mentioned on the back. So let's get that open and set up first. Peel away the plastic here. Cool. So the inside of the box, unfortunately, once you take the blister off, you kind of get this nastiness. But just some kind of general comic patterns, panels. Looks like some Green Lantern, a little bit of everything in there. The card is nice. It's actually a really thick card stock on the card, but it has that Superman Action Comics 1000 on the one side, and then on the other side has a description of who Superman is. Yeah, so pretty cool. The flight stand is a two-piece flight stand. So bottom has a nice little frosted DC there, and then as you can see, it just kind of slides in and clicks. So we now have a flight stand for Supes once we have him up. Doesn't look like it can be loosened or tightened in any way, but it has some nice click to it and will definitely hold the weight of the figure, I have no doubt. All right. So let's snip the little rubber bands that are keeping him in place. In terms of accessories, I know some of the Batman figure comes with a Batarang and a grappling gun and some extra hands. Superman here just comes with extra hands. So let's get him out along with his 2 extra hands here. So, thoughts here. Superman looks great. As you can see, the likeness is really great. They really captured that Action Comics 1000 look. You can see them right next to each other. Of course, the blue is a little darker here, but the shading is different. But in terms of the face and the shape, his signature little hair curl, it's there. And the articulation. Let's go through this real quick here. So we have our toe, nice and stiff, but definitely movable on both feet. We have our ankle rocker as well as a ball joint, so the ankle can twist and rock back and forth. We have a double joint at the knee, always a little stiff at first on some of these figures, but he's got good range of motion there on the knee. He's got the swivel hips and the ball joint, so, in, out, and he's got the ab crunch. Only a single jointed elbow. We actually spoke to McFarlane about this, the McFarlane Toys. One of the the guys that's heading up the DC line talked about how he knows, they're aware a single jointed elbow is just not enough. He does have the bicep swivel as well as the shoulder, and then, you know, the ball joint at the head. But overall, this is a great looking figure. The cape is nice and flexible for a plastic cape. Holds its shape really well. Has that kind of already flowing look to it. As my first DC figure in a long time. I mean, I think the last time I bought a DC figure was when The Dark Knight came out, and I got the Heath Ledger likeness Joker. This is a good looking figure. The proportions are great. You know, I take a little bit of issue with some of the animated series proportions. They look a little wonky to me. A nice little touch here on the very, very oversized S across his chest is, I don't know if it's coming really across on camera there, but there's a little bit of a metallic sheen to the like a high gloss to the S, which is a nice touch. It gives some contrast to the otherwise flat reds across the rest of the figure. Overall, though, this figure's great. Let's pop the hands off, and right now he has the two kind of open hands. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Let's pop them off. They pop off super easy, super easy. So here, I'm just gonna, very easy. What's interesting is these hands, as you can see, are conversely, you know, on a Marvel Legends figure, the hands have the peg on them and the wrist has the hole. The hands have the hole and the wrist actually has the peg. So let's make sure we put the right hand on the right side there. All right, so we're gonna put his right fist on. There you go. They pop on nice and easy. No issue there. I'm not having any issue in terms of motion, flexibility. You know, he's definitely not wiggly in any way. Everything has a nice kind of like locking feel to it, even as you move the, I'm going to stop talking so that way you can hear for a second, but I don't know if you can hear that kind of clicking, but it kind of assures that the elbow is going to lock into where it's going to be. So unfortunately I don't have any other pictures of, or any other DC Universe figures at the moment, DC Multiverse figures at the moment. So I don't have anything to take a picture with him in terms of scale and everyone else in the line. But at the end of the video, as always, I'll take a couple pictures of Superman along with, you know, what he comes with. And I can show you how he scales with some Marvel Legends, maybe Thor back there, just so that you have an idea. If you're building up a display and you plan on displaying the Superman figure or the DC Multiverse figures with any of your other collection. I'm very excited for Spawn next week, so we'll definitely have an unboxing for him. But overall, this is a great figure. I'm here for it. So happy birthday, Superman, and thanks for lifting all the cars and saving all the people. And as always, follow us at AIC_podcast right there. On Twitter and Facebook and Instagram for toy news, pictures, hauls, information about the podcast, the toy industry. You know, as we find out about it, we post it. So I would say this is definitely a get if you're looking for a Superman figure. It's an iconic look, of course. You know, just that classic Superman. It's a good get. So I'm giving it a thumbs up.